All right, so here we go, man. Big tech pullback. So as of this month, so NVIDIA, and I wrote this down today too, NVIDIA, Meta, Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple. NVIDIA's at the top of the list. And why we're not afraid of that is because NVIDIA has done what? It has surpassed 100. Think about this. The stock is up 100+% 2 years in a row. The stock is up 100 and something percent back-to-back year. Last year, it gave us 100 and something percent. This year is up 100 and something percent. At some point, it gotta cool off. Just because it cools off doesn't still mean, now here's what we also gotta understand too, and I told y'all this a while back. When it first split, what did I say? I said, I hate when companies like this split so big because it takes a while for them to move the same way again. You gotta think they did a what? 50 to 1? 10 to 1 split. Bruh, that's a lot. They ain't just do like a 3 to 1, 5 to 1. They did a 10 to 1. It's hard for it to move the same. And the crazy part is, now it's going the other way, $5 at a time, $7 at a time. It's bizarre. Like I'm telling y'all, man, I'm definitely not the person to, like, I don't be liking when companies like that split. When they split that much. When they split that much, I just be like, damn. Even then, I mean, the company fundamentals don't change. You know, again, you know, I love a great company as an investor for sure. But as a trader, I hate that because they just move. You gotta wait for them to find the momentum again. And and you think about it, why did they split? Well, they split because the stock ran up so much. So now they want the stock to be affordable and all this. And now you get everybody else in it. Now when you start getting them in, the people are like, no, man, I'm going somewhere else with my money. It never fails. It ain't exclusive no more. It went from Target to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? It done opened the floodgates. So, but I wrote something down that was important, Jose. Since June the 20th, NVIDIA has lost $20 billion of market cap per week. Since June 20th, when it hit 141, it has lost $200 billion in market cap a week. It has lost in total $1.2 trillion in market cap. $2 trillion in market cap. It is down 27% in 5 weeks. It has lost in 5 weeks the entire market cap of Tesla. Say it again. NVIDIA has erased $1.2 trillion of market cap in 5 weeks. Since June 20th, it has lost an average of $200 billion a week in market cap. It's down 27% in 5 weeks from hitting its $141 all-time high. It has now lost the entire market cap of Tesla. First half rally, second half slump. Are you buying the slump? Meaning, do you think we are in okay, here's the recession. You know, they got them people. Are the bears out of hibernation for good for the rest of the year? Or is something going to change? So here's what we learned. The first half return, so the S&P 500 second half returns and pullback after a 10% return. So that means after the second half, with pullbacks greater than 10%. That's what I mean. We have 17% first half average, second half average 9. The deepest second half pullback, and this dating back since like 89, has been 9%. With the first half average 17% or greater, let me make sure I say that. With a first half average of 17% or greater, the second half has normally seen about 19%. In getting that other 9%, you've had to endure at least a 9% pullback. I just gave you some game. In the beginning of July, the market was up 21%. To start the second half, the market was up 21%. I was up 41%. Damn, mother. Oh, damn.
Come on, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
Bull. I see you shining, and I can smell them with money. Even Ray Charles can see you got money.
Got no money, dog. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. Broke, baby. All my money tied up in investments. Beginning of July, start second half, the market was up 21%. Go look at that episode, right? So when the market is up, and I think we broke this down too on there. When the market is up over 17% or greater in the first half, we normally get about a 9% return the rest of the year for the second half, all in all. But you don't get the 9% return to finish the year out without enduring at least a 9% pullback. You gotta endure that. And so the reason why I say this is because I be wanting us to see that these are necessary, right? And it's the way you navigate this that allows you to prepare for what's on the other side. All right, let's go a little further. And here it goes. The S&P 500 max drawdown during the second half of a bull market. 13% in 1949, 9% in 1957. You had 16% in 2009. You had 14% in 1982. And right now, we've had a 5.5% drawback. So if we supposed to get on average a 9%, that tells us that we have about another 4% to go. Let that sink in. Now, we've had a 5.2 in 2020. We've had a 5.1. We've had a 6.5, right? We've had those. So I want, this is important for us to see right here. And when you look at it like this, it says to you, I'm right where I'm supposed to be at. That's all it's saying. This saying the market is doing what it typically does in the second half of a run-up. Look what it says, average, and now on average it's 9.4%. That means we got another 4.1% to go if we do average. My goal, and I always say this, man, my goal is to help us navigate this game, not with just trap emotions, but with data. Not just with hearsay or here's what I think is going to happen. It's with data. So when I be telling my people in the Patreon, yo, I'm trying to put the data together so I can create a story. These are the things that I'm looking at. Like I go back into the data, like, yo, where, boom, boom, boom. Let me go get the data. Let me go research the data. Let me go put the data together. Let me go do this. Let me go put that together. What happens in the election year with this? What happens with this? You want to know what happens in the election year? We did that on episode, I forgot what episode we talked about what happens in the election year. So it's not just me let me just come up with some numbers and create these numbers out of nowhere. No, let me go pull the data so I can go see what to show my people, but also let me get the data so I can create a narrative that helps me navigate this. Let me not act like everything all good just when everything all good. But when things go all bad, things are still all good. And here's the thing what I know. All I got to do is just keep paying attention to the data. So what does that tell me right now? That says, okay, Trap, it's simple for me, y'all. It's simple for me. What does that say to me? It says, okay, Trap, let's do it like this then. So we understand that the first half of the year we got 20%. Cool. That means as of right now, we looking at the thing, we made 1.8 million in the beginning of the year. All right, cool. So if we average 9% on the back half of the year, watch me here. If we average 9% on the back half of the year, it means, Trap, don't be as aggressive on the back half of the year as you was in the front half of the year because we got to go get 9%. The market got to go get its 9%. on average, it got to go get its 9%. So that means I don't know when the 9% going to come all at one time. What I do know is we 5.5% into that 9%. So it says, Trap, don't go super crazy like you went in the first. Don't be in 50 million plays. Don't go you're not going to get the $1 million play this half, Trap. But guess what, Trap? We can go after 50% the rest of the year. That means in our option plays now, Trap, we're not going after 100%. We can go after 50%. We can go after 45, 50%. We can cut it half. You know why? Because all we're going to get on average on the next half of the year is 9%. The data says, Trap, don't go looking for 100% this time because we got, watch this, because we got 21% in the first half. That's 17 or greater. This is the data. Trap, if we get 17% or greater, the second half of the year only gives us 9%. Well, damn, I wonder how that makes sense. Well, remember this, last year the market on a return 21%. So he was able to play the market the whole way. September came, cool. But this year, Trap, is a little different. Why? Because we got from January to June 31st, we got 21%. How do we know that? Well, because we started July and said, hey, this is what the market has done the first half of the year. 21%. We was up 41%. We like, all right, cool. But in my mind, I was like, all right, well, in September, and I said what my plan was. What's the plan for the rest of the year, Trap? Here's what we're going to do, y'all. We're going to take July. We're going at the end of July, we're going to start scaling out of these plays. August, we're going to chill. September, we're going to lay back. We're going to pop back out in October. Guess what the market said? We're not waiting until August, Trap. Second half of July, we want ours. Okay, I can't get mad at you. Guess what I got to do? I can't just run because you pull back. I can't just say, oh, you pulling back. I got to say, okay, let me see what's going on, right? Because I don't want to make an emotional move because I'm scared to lose some money. Okay, well, it took me 2.5, 3 weeks to figure it out. Yep, that cost me $1.6 million. All right, cool, bet. That happens sometime. That happens sometime. I can look at it now and say, yeah, I should have got out when it did that. But nah, that ain't how the game go. Realistically, I needed some time to process what the heck was going on.